Hi, my name is Sunaina Rekhi and my heart beats for yoga. I think I have not worked a single day in my life because there's just so much excitement and passion when I teach and when I learn myself. I think it's both. I think one is learning and one is passion. So they both kind of come together and it's beautiful. I teach a lot of people abroad. I basically go a lot to New York and Miami, and I've been doing Dubai, London. We're also coming up with yoga retreats. So in Bhutan is the first one, then we'll do Sri Lanka. So it's just a lot of travel, it's a lot of fun, it's meeting a lot of people. I have my own studio in Bandra where I conduct classes morning and evening. And yes, I think I can only talk with my own experience. It's brilliant. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I did yoga every day. I would walk in duck walks, and my mother would be like, "What are you doing?" But it really helps. I think there's nothing that you cannot do except, of course, inversions or twists. So if you have a belly and I'm trying to twist here, I can't twist here. So I would normally do it this way. There are just certain things that you can't do, but basically you can really do everything. When it comes to pranayam, you cannot hold your breath. So we suggest for mommies to be not to hold their breath in retention. But everything you can do, I think it's fab. What type of yoga? It depends again on person to person. I can't tell a person who's highly active their whole lives that you can't do something active. Of course you can. It depends on person. There's no set menu and set ingredient of asanas that a pregnant person needs to do. There's no pregnant person, right? It's basically you're pregnant. It's not, I think a lot of us find pregnancy as if I'm pregnant, I need to be careful. And I think it's come from our great-grandparents and our grandmothers where walk slowly, walk comfortably, don't do this, don't do that, eat. But I think it's so not true. I think we can really go ahead, do a lot of stuff. It's just you're pregnant and it's a fun time. Do whatever you want. Prenatal yoga practices starts from the beginning. Right? I mean, as soon as you know that you're pregnant. Of course, now each person has a different, so if you are very unwell, you do need to speak to your doctor to find out if I can do yoga in the first 3 months. A lot of the times in the first 3 months, people are a little careful. They have to find out from their doctor. But if you're going through like a normal pregnancy, go ahead and do it from the start. No stopping. Some people are a little bit more careful. Some people need private attention during this time of their lives. They want to be taken care of. They want to get spoiled. So I have people who I do private classes with. But I think you can do I've done so many classes where they're pregnant women coming for normal classes. And if there are any adjustments that need to be made, I work with them and I tell them either they can do this or they can't do this. So you can do both. Depends on your frame of mind and what you want from your life at that point in time. Yeah, like I explained earlier, you cannot do twisting. You have to do it this way. So if I'm trying to twist, I have to twist it this way where my tummy has space. I cannot twist this way because somewhere I get closed down, and then the bigger the tummy gets, right? We can't just do that full twist. No hot yoga during pregnancy at all, because your body temperature cannot rise. You have a baby in your belly and you cannot have so much heat coming out. It's not good during pregnancy at all. It depends. It really, I think back bending during pregnancy, Of course, I'm not going to want to backbend all the way while I'm pregnant, because there's a little bit, your center of gravity changes, right? So while you're pregnant, when the center of gravity changes, sometimes things are difficult. Again, it depends how you're tuned in. How deep can you go? If you've done backbends all your life, if it's second nature for you, you'll still do it when you're pregnant. But if it's hard, you would not want to kind of go into a different territory, you know? I would suggest not to. I don't know, I would be a little bit careful, because a lot of students that I have, when they're learning it, and when a Sarvangasana, it's easy to say I'm doing Sarvangasana. Are we actually doing Sarvangasana? You know, are we doing it properly? And it's a car accident waiting to happen to you. If you're not doing it properly, you're not actually doing Sarvangasana, you're doing something, whatever that might be, and that can be dangerous, because you again have another life in you, so you have to be a little bit careful. It's like running. If I'm pregnant, I would honestly, even if somebody tells me running is okay, I wouldn't want to run so much at 6 months. I wouldn't do it. So yeah, be a little bit careful. And honestly, my advice to everyone would be, hear your own body. Hear what it is saying, because our bodies are talking to us, whereas we are mostly interested in information that's coming from outside. And more than our mind, more than our heart, our body is intuitive. It tells us what we need to hear. So listen to it, and you will have your answer when you're pregnant. I think the best yoga poses for pregnancy are when you're sitting in a squat, right? Because it's the gravity, it's what brings the baby out. So learning how to really work your quads and your thighs and your outer hips really helps in pregnancy. I would suggest a squat all the time, like goddess pose, a squat. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So the poses to be avoided during pregnancy are, of course, I wouldn't say to do any inversions, twists, and back bending lying on your tummy, because lying on the tummy. So no back bending on the tummy. So precautions for pregnant women. 1. Don't be conservative. 2. Do not listen to everybody else and not listen to yourself. 3. Repeat the first 2. I think what you normally eat, just make it healthier. So if you don't eat broccoli, try to bring broccoli in. But again, when you're trying to eat something that you don't enjoy, there are the same benefits of that food are never there. You need to be able to enjoy what you eat, because then you feel the benefit in your body. So enjoy what you eat, be a little bit more healthier, but this is a time to kind of enjoy it's a little bit of hibernation in its own sense. So enjoy being pregnant, have that ice cream, have it. You're doing a lot of work. So a tip for pregnant women: read wonderful, beautiful books. Read a lot about inspiration. Hear people who talk about positive things, inspiring things. I think it's so important to be in a positive mindset. You know, we don't get into the clutter of things. Be positive, be chilling with people who are positive rather than people who pull you down. Enjoy yourself, be joyous, be happy. You're pregnant. So find, connect and follow me on Medicalwale.com, where we're going to work with you and answer all your queries.